rise for Judge Romanovich. The court of Stalin vs. Gorbachev is now in session.
Please sit. Gorbachev, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Joseph Stalin is charged with the following crimes against the Russian state: reforming the state in a way inconsistent with the goals of the revolution, consolidating power to his own position, inciting an economic transition towards a more centralized and command-based market for the purpose of furthering his power, promoting authoritarianism for personal gain, unfairly suppressing all forms of opposition by means of labor camps and forced exile, ordering the execution of thousands of his own citizens, including members of his own government, and finally, indirectly inciting communist revolutions in both China and Russia.
Stalin, will you be representing yourself? And if so, please continue with your opening statement.
How dare you suggest that I, Comrade Stalin, need some fool to represent me in this sorry excuse for a trial? Men of great ingenuity and vision need nothing from the normal people. Comrade Stalin's visions are so far reaching outside the usual that even nimble minds may not be able to conceive of them. I would submit that this trial is a ridiculous farce, and that your accusations are a matter of grave misunderstandings transcended through the classes, which is to be expected from the narrow-minded poor.
I object!
Overruled. The defendant has a right to clearly state his point, no matter how disillusioned or self-exalting it may be. Gorbachev, please present your evidence.
Stalin was heavily involved with the Bolsheviks who incited the 1917 revolution and later brought much more power to his own position, suppressed all opposition and murdered millions. This is a man who is poisoned with the lust for power. This is a man who will stop at nothing to assert it. And this is a man who killed millions in a fight to maintain it. I call my first witness to the stand, Medvedev.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please describe a bit of your political ideology to the courtroom.
I am far more liberal than most of Russia's previous leaders. I want to modernize our country by becoming less reliant on natural resources and by privatizing industry. We also need to enforce harsher penalties on corrupt officials, and I believe that it is Russia's best interest to allow opposition parties. I've recently reduced the percentage of power that a party needs in order to have members in the Duma from 7% to 5%. I've also created 5 principles of foreign policy designed to protect rights of citizens, maintain separate and diverse nations, promote peace, and increase foreign relations.
Thank you. How would you describe the defendant?
He is not fit to lead. His intentions are so radical that they skew his view on how he can treat his people. He is responsible for the death of millions, and there is simply no excuse for that.
No further questions.
Stalin, do you wish to question the witness?
Of course, lies must not go unquestioned. Medvedev, Comrade Stalin does not hesitate in stating that you are a weak and pathetic excuse for a leader whose main job is to act as a puppet for Putin. In light of that, I wish to question you regarding matters of the prosecutor, rather than about your own flawed and desperate ideologies. Please describe, to your best ability, Gorbachev.
Wow, that hurt my feelings, but if you say so, I will. Although this is an awkward position, Gorbachev is really a happy individual. Rarely do I see him without a large and sincere smile on his face. He was a reformist, a visionary. He was the last head of state to serve in the Soviet Union, and he was known for replacing older government officials with younger, more democratically pro-individuals. Peace and unity were truly embedded in his political philosophy, and that is why he has gained so much international respect. Gorbachev is a well-deserving recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, and I can think of no one more qualified than he to prosecute you and ultimately ruin you in this court of law.
Shut up! Everyone shut up! How can people not realize Comrade Stalin's vision of a better Russia? People are ignorant sheep, and the only way to ensure loyalty to the party and to the state is to rule with an iron fist. They love me! They love me! Everyone loved me!
I think I've heard enough here. Joseph Stalin, you are clearly nothing short of a psychopath, and for that I find you guilty of crimes against humanity. The penalty will be, of course, An eternity in the shoe. Guard, secure him.
Let go of me.